All right, Reformed Authority, how you doing?
Yo, what's up? I just want to contest the claim that the Trinity is true. So, I have an argument. I developed an argument against the Trinity, and I want to hear you guys' thoughts about it. So that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'll just begin by defining the terms for my argument. So, I'll just begin by defining a part. A part to me is just something about the subject that is not the whole of the subject. A whole is just a total value of some set. So, my argument is very simple. The Son is either the whole of the subject triune God, or he's not. If he's the whole of the subject the triune God, then that would mean the Son is the same as the Father and the Spirit. If he's not the whole of the triune God, that means that he is a part of the triune God. If he's a part of the triune God, that means partialism is true. So what's your argument, what's your refutation to it?
Yeah, because the when you say the triune God is not a subject. That's the issue. A subject is going to be referring to a singular person.
Yeah, but you don't believe you don't believe the Trinity is a subject?
The Trinity is not just referring to a subject, is going to be referring to a person. The Trinity is going to be referring to the essence, three persons, all the properties, etc.
Yeah, so can we be referring to God as the triune God?
You can, but I'm saying that's not referring to the subject then. That's referring to the entirety of, again, even the essence and the person, which is distinct.
Okay, to the entirety of the essence and the persons. Would you say the Son is the entirety of the essence and the persons?
He's the entirety of the essence. To say that he's the entirety of the persons doesn't even make any sense, because he's materially, you can say he's materially identical to the other persons.
No, we take the set of the essence and the persons. Is he the whole of the set? Is he the whole of the set of?
Yeah, you saying the whole implies and literally implies composition, and we reject composition. No, so you even saying the word whole, we reject that.
Something's either whole or it's a part. There's no third option. So
no. So a whole is going to infer parts exist, because a whole is all of the parts put together, right?
Yeah, but when you said the entirety of the essence and the persons, entirety is just synonymous with whole. So
like for example, do you think I can show you how you're being inconsistent by showing you your own model, right? So for example, do you think there's Allah has 99 names? Is one of the names of Allah the whole of the names of Allah, or is it the part of the names of Allah?
Dude, that's just a tukokwe. That doesn't refute the argument.
No, I'm saying I'm showing you how you're going to be inconsistent. That's what I'll show you. It's not a tukokwe. I'm just going to show you how you're being inconsistent. That's all I'm going to show you.
Yeah, but I can even grant you composition in my view, but it doesn't refute.
So you're granting your God is made of parts?
I can grant it for the sake of the discussion. But
no, not for the sake of discussion. Not for the sake of discussion. No. Is Allah made of parts?
No, I don't believe that.
Okay, great. So I'm going to show you how you're being inconsistent. No, the point is not a tukokwe is me saying this isn't a problem because it's a problem with you. My point of bringing this up is to show you how you're being dishonest with your definition. So I'm going to show you that.
Okay.
So is one of the 99 names of Allah the whole of Allah, or is it a part of Allah?
Dude, do you know I'm doing internal critique? I'm assuming you're.
And I told you we reject the term whole. Great. If you're going to do an internal critique.
Okay, so how do you define part?
Bro, just really quick. So you rejected Nick's explanation, and he very clearly explained to you how he rejects the terminology, the usage of the terminologies that you're using.
Yeah, but he contradicted himself.
Let me finish, please. And with you constantly rejecting his explanation, he's then saying, okay, I'm going to show you how you're being inconsistent with your own model. So it's not a, hey, you have this, okay, I have a problem. Well, you have this problem too. It's I don't have this problem. I explained that I don't have this problem, but you still insist that I have this problem. Let me show you that you have this problem and see if you're going to be consistent.
Yeah. Okay. So his explanation isn't satisfactory because he contradicted himself.
You saying that it's not satisfactory? It doesn't make it so.
If it's not satisfactory, you should be able to answer the question I asked.
Yeah, can I elaborate why it's not satisfactory? Because first of all, you said the triune God's not the subject. You said we can refer to the triune God insofar as we're picking out the entirety of the essence and the persons. Entirety is literally synonymous with the whole. So you already contradicted yourself when you said there's no whole. So now the question is, if you take the set triune God, which consists of the Father, Son, Spirit, the Son is not identical to the whole set. He's not identical. He's not the set itself. So he would be a part
we don't use the term whole. And if you believe, again, this is why I asked you the question. You're not being consistent. I'm showing you you're not being consistent. That even in your model, you would not use that term for God.
Okay, what's the distinction between the term whole and the term? What's the distinction?
Answer his question, please.
So I'm trying to show, is one of the 99 names of Allah is that the whole of Allah or is it the part of Allah?
It's the whole of Allah, or is it the part of Allah?
Yes.
That's the question.
Yeah, so I would reject this definition. I'm going with your
Oh,
definition.
thank you, man.
I'm doing internal critique.
Thank you. See, Nick, when you reject this be quiet, please. Nick, when you reject this definition, he left. He ran away after that. I didn't kick him.
No,
he just left. He just left. We didn't kick him. He just left. When you say, hey man, we don't take that definition. I reject that definition. It's a problem when you do that, Nick. But it's cool when I do it.
That's crazy how that works.
Cool. I can reject that. You can't use that on me, but I can use it on you. Man, get out of here, Muslim.
That's crazy, bro. I knew it. I knew he wasn't gonna be consistent. I knew it. This is what they do, bro. They say you have to do it this way, but we don't. Like what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have to use the term wholeness, and you have to use this terminology, and you have to apply that to your God. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to my theology, I don't have to. And you can't
either the whole or the part, but except when it comes to me, then it's not.
Nice.
I just think that works.
Nice,
crazy.
He got out of here too. That is hilarious. I'm not surprised, but I kind of am thrown off. Like I can't believe he just left like that.
Bruh, I'm not surprised. That was embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Oh man, that's too good. That's too good. Muslims, you guys got to come better, man. Come better. Be consistent. Be honest. Be direct. All right. Be honest. Be consistent. Be direct. Please.
What's good?
What's up?
I just want to check with y'all. What's your evidences to prove Islam false?
Sure.
Multiple things. That's where you want to go about it.
Muhammad says that we can find him in the previous scriptures and we can't. So therefore he's a false prophet.
And anything else? Because I could say Isaiah. I don't remember the exact verse, but I could say that verse in Isaiah could talk about it.
You can't say Isaiah because it's not about Muhammad.
It does exist, yeah.
I could interpret it to be so. It's pretty clear to me.
Where?
So
which verse? Show us where Muhammad is in Isaiah.
Do you know which verse I'm talking about?
You the one bringing it up, bro.
Yeah, you gotta
we don't believe he's anywhere.
I don't remember which number, but if y'all know what I'm talking about, it saves us some time.
Because we don't think he's there.
Okay, give me a sec to find it.
All right, take your time.
Yeah. He's everything music.
All right, you said Isaiah 42, Zach?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Where in Isaiah 42 do you think it talks about Muhammad?
The whole chapter.
Whole chapter.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, let's go to it.
Well, until you
sure?
Until 17.
All right. So we'll start off. It says, it's right here on the screen. It says, blessed, behold my servant whom I uphold, my chosen in whom my soul delights. I have put my spirit upon him. He will bring forth justice to the nations. All right, let's start with verse 1. Can you show me a verse where it says that the spirit of Allah was put on Muhammad?
Sorry?
It says, God says that I have put my spirit upon him. Do you believe that Allah has a spirit?
I believe that's referring to Angel Gabriel.
It doesn't say that.
Doesn't matter.
Of God is not an
interpretations are taken. Not everything is little. You know that.
Yeah, I don't care about how you interpret. I care about what the text says. Does the text says that I put my angel on him or my spirit?
Spirit.
Okay, good. Can you show me where? Like I said again, do you believe that Allah has a spirit?
I believe he has Gabriel, yes, and it's referred to as a spirit in multiple places.
Does he have a spirit?
No.
So Allah doesn't have a spirit. So therefore, this can't be about Muhammad because this says God put his spirit upon the servant. But
I'm not going to lie.
Say that again.
I think that's stupid to not allow spirit to mean Gabriel.
Well, okay. How about this? If you can show me one reference that says that Gabriel is the spirit, then you got me. I'll allow
Especially the spirit of God.
Well, in the Bible, I don't know.
Well, in the Bible, it doesn't exist. The spirit of God is co-creator and sustainer of the universe, sharing the very essence of God. So can't be an angel. But you're saying Gabriel is the spirit. Maybe you can use your Quran. Show me in the Quran where Gabriel is the spirit, and I'll let you have verse 1, at least step 1 of verse 1. You there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just find it real quick.
Can you read it for us?
Sure. And they.
I don't know. It cut out. Yeah, we can't hear you, bro.
Zach, you got to come off mute, man. What's going on?
My bad. Y'all hear me?
So
now?
what does the verse say?
Oh, when I go to read it, you can't hear me, so I can't read it.
Okay, I got you. 1785
says, they ask you, O prophet, about the spirit. Say its nature is known only to my Lord, and you, O humanity, have been given but little knowledge.
So Zach, does it say that Gabriel's the spirit there?
I ain't gonna lie, that actually goes against your claim, bro.
It go against me?
Yes.
How?
Get off the stage.
Yo, they said it's nature's only known to my Lord. So then that means Muhammad don't know what the spirit is. It can't be Angel Jibril because he knew Angel Jibril.
These dudes, man. This is what happens when you guys become Muslim. I'm letting you know right now. When you become a Muslim,
Your brain gets fried.
your brain gets fried. It's an lobotomy, as somebody once said here in this chat. It's an lobotomy. All right. Your brain gets severed. All right. Shattered, shredded. And this is what you become. So we're warning you now. If you are thinking about becoming a Muslim and saying your Shahada and having an lobotomy performed on you, this is what it's going to look like. Tacit, how you doing?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
So I am fine. How about you?
Pretty good. Do you believe in the crucifixion of Jesus?
No.
Why not?
I also, what?
Why not?
Because I am a Muslim, you know.
But that's no reason to reject an obvious and objective truth, an objective fact, just because you're a Muslim. You should probably stop being a Muslim and accept the facts.
Yes, but I cannot believe in Trinity.
That's fine. What about the crucifixion? Can you believe in the crucifixion?
Yes, I can believe that, but since I am a Muslim for other reasons, I cannot believe.
So basically, you're saying that you have no objective reason in reality to reject the crucifixion of Jesus. You only reject the crucifixion because you're a Muslim and it goes against your said beliefs as a Muslim. Is that right?
Yes.
So basically, all the objective evidence and facts point to Jesus actually being crucified historically, but just Islam goes against that, and so that's why you reject it.
Well, actually, Islam accepts that people will believe in crucifixion because it was made appear so, right?
So Islam accepts the fact that people believe that Jesus was crucified, but just not that he was crucified.
Yes, exactly.
And why?
So it is in line.
Why do people believe Jesus was crucified?
So they saw that way.
How?
Well, there are some stories like someone made appear like Jesus.
Who did
Who is
that?
that someone?
Well, it's just a story, you know. It is not in Quran or Hadith in explicit.
So what's the actual what happened? Why did people see? Because you said it's what they saw. So how did people see Jesus crucified? How did that happen? If he wasn't crucified?
Well, I don't know for sure.
So how do you know that that's what people saw? Or let me ask it this way. How do you know that what people saw wasn't actually the case, that he actually was crucified? How do you know that it actually wasn't how they saw it?
I cannot know for sure because it is not in a historical tablet, you know. But since I am a Muslim, for other reasons, I accept Islam. I must also accept this.
But it seems like the Quran or Islam got this wrong, right? If we're looking at the objective evidence and the historical evidence, it looks like Islam got this wrong. Why do you still hold on to it if it got this wrong?
Well, I think the explanation seems in line with what you call with facts.
Okay, what's the explanation then?
The explanation is
you couldn't tell me.
Well, people saw that way, and that's what history says, right?
History says that Jesus actually was crucified, not that it was an illusion. You're saying that it was an illusion.
History cannot say it was an illusion. It just shows what we have.
Yeah, it shows what we have in actuality, in reality, not in an illusion. It says in reality, Jesus was crucified in the first century under. Lord, please heal
Quran
us.
says it was an illusion. Yes.
Right. So the Quran comes and says that it's an illusion, not in reality.
Yes.
So it doesn't match reality, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the Quran is going against objective evidence and reality by saying that it didn't actually happen and that it was just an illusion. So the Quran, Islam, you okay?
Yes. Yes, we can say that.
You want me to pray for you?
What?
You want me to pray for you?
No, I don't need.
You do. You're coughing. You sound terrible. My God heals.
Well,
Amen.
There was a Muslim coughing before on the stream, and I prayed that God touches his lungs. He was coughing really badly, and then he was able to have a flowing conversation ever since. That's just the power of the.
Okay, you can pray. Let's see whether it works.
Let's see if it works. Lord, touch him. Lord, touch his heart, touch his lungs, and heal him. Help him with this cough, Lord.
Okay, thanks.
In Jesus' name. You gotta say in Jesus' name with me.
Okay. Besides crucifixion, can we go back to the previous conversations? Because I listened to you. And Nick,
Crucifixion, you haven't explained what happened.
I say it was an illusion and it is just an interpretation and it is not in contradiction with historical facts.
All right, let's do this one more time. When it comes to historical facts, does history say it was an illusion or that it happened in reality?
History cannot say whether it was an illusion or it was a reality. It just shows the data, and you say that we.
Notice he stopped coughing, by the way.
Yep.